I do realize that this video is getting a little long, so I'm gonna make this as short as I possibly can. And I realized that I was talking about the Star of Israel, or what is better known as the Star of Yahshua, or what should be better known as the Star of Yahshua. And I understand that that concept is very new to some people to call the Star of David the Star of Yahshua. But the concept is not new to our forefathers. That concept is not new to Yahshua himself. For the arguments that our forefathers had at the time of Yahshua, we have to the very day. Whether that star represents the Star of Israel or the Star of David, the Star of Yahshua or the Star of David. And nowhere in the testimony of the scriptures does it say that David is Israel. Nowhere does it say that. So, if you would mark Matthew, give me a minute. Let me go to Matthew. I'm going to take the time out to explain what I meant. Hold on a second. Let's see. Okay. If you would go to Matthew chapter 22, verse 41. You go to Matthew chapter 22, verse 41. And the testimony testifies that, verse 41, while the Pharisees were gathered together, Yahshua asked them, saying, What think ye of Messiah? Whose son is he? Now, notice that Pharisees, this is actually a revelation. This is the first time that Yahshua questions the Pharisees. The Pharisees did question him, but they were gathered together while he was talking to the people and on another part of the crowd. Then he goes to the Pharisees and he asks them this question. What think ye of Messiah? Whose son is he? And they say to him, the son of David. And he said it to them. How then doth David in spirit call him master, saying, the Lord said it to my Lord. That is to say, the Creator said it to my master. Sit thou on my right hand, till I make thine enemies thy footstool. If David then called him master, how was he his son? So, if the star which represents Israel to the very day represents the land and the nation of Israel to the very day, the only difference is the color change. They just changed the color, they took the line out. That's the only difference. So the Star of Israel represents the nation and the land to this very day. How is David Israel? David didn't establish the kingdom, his son did. All David did was take the land. All David did was make the Canaanites subject to the nation. That's all he did. So, Yahshua knew the confusion that was going on within the nation, just as to this very day. When we see Israelites wearing the 6-point star. I mean, in fact, I've had a woman, she was giving me a pamphlet on Jesus Christ, the sins and the sacrifice of Jesus Christ. And she saw me with the star. And she thought I worshiped the devil. She thought that the star was actually, the 6-point star was actually the star of the devil. And she was a Christian. So, the confusion that the Pharisees and the scribes have made among the people happens to be very different. Now, the star is the Star of Yahshua because the nation of Israel is his kingdom. It's Yahshua's kingdom. So as we read, we're going to get back to the book of Acts, but we're going to go to the book of Luke. Okay. Well, we're going to go to the book of Luke, chapter 22, verse 24. And we're going to examine actually what was going on during the time of Joshua, as he's trying to establish the fact that he is the Son of Man, and he is Israel, and the remnant will be of his body. And we'll be going to the book of Luke, chapter 22, 24. And this life should be accounted the greatest. And he said unto them, the kings of the Gentiles exercise lordship over them, and they that exercise authority upon them are called benefactors. But ye shall not be so. But he that is greatest among you, let him be as the youngest, and he that is chief, as he that do serve. For whatever is greater, he that sitteth, ye are they which have counsel, as my Father hath appointed me. And I appoint unto you a kingdom, as my Father hath appointed me. Now, there can only be one kingdom. There can only be one kingdom, as it is pointed out in Revelation. So, what does he mean by, and when he's talking to his 12 disciples, what does he mean by that? And we continue to read. That ye may eat and drink at my table in my kingdom, and sit on thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. Now, we remember that in the book of Isaiah, it talks about the coming of the Messiah. It talks about how the government shall be on the coat, the government shall be on the shoulder, and he shall be called Wonderful, Mighty Counselor, Prince of Peace. So, that government is actually a representation of, well, you know what, let me read that again. That government is a representation of what I'm holding up. That ye may eat and drink at my table in my kingdom, and sit on thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. Judging the 12 tribes. Now, if we remember, I read how Joshua, Yahweh had commanded Joshua to take up every man a tribe, and out of every tribe one man, and that one man was supposed to take that rock. And after they had passed over Jordan, as they had passed over the Red Sea to establish that rock in a circle, representing the star. Now, we read Yahshua saying that there shall be thrones judging the 12 tribes of Israel. So, in fact, that's 12, for lack of a better word, not kingdom, but 12 provinces within the kingdom. As it was before time, and we had Judah. Judah was split with when Israel was split into two, and there was Judah and there was Israel. And that's what the kingdom represents. The kingdom of Yahshua. It's not the kingdom of David, because David never established anything. Now, before we get into the book of Acts, because I know those that oppose the truth want me to get into the book of Acts. We're going to get into the book of Acts in a little bit. I would like to read a little more about the kingdom. I'm looking at the Titus, the book of Titus. We're going to get into the book of Hebrews.